Well, I've got all my kit in the hallway. Gary's on his way to pick me up now. Yeah, there's been quite a nasty storm ongoing. Storm Kate or Katie. I don't think it's gonna hit us too hard. I think we've missed the worst of it. Everybody else seems to have got it. So I've got more food than Kit again because I'm going to my village to do some more building work. Also got these boots just before Christmas, and yeah, you can see the waterproof lining is still intact though, so I'll get a couple another weeks out of them yet. I think that's the sound of Gary I hear. Well people, heading out to our village location, which just for the record is a private permission, and I have permission to make the shelters and leave them up, also leave the fire pit, and it goes without saying that I leave no rubbish lying around. So yeah, it doesn't have to be no trace there, which literally a lot of my camps are private permission like that. So yeah, just because I've got a few people saying I should leave no trace, but the permission allows it, you see, so yeah. Well, I'm here on the landing where they've been taking all the wood from the woodland. This has been here quite a while. And just this Gary's, he's just dropped me off, and I'm going to head in now. I'm going this way. It's raining a bit, a lot of drizzle. That's Gary away. He's picking me up Tuesday. So I'm completely alone until then. So yeah, I'm going to get to camp and see what state the village is in after the strong winds we had last night and this morning. Oh yes, real happy. Look at that. Bone dry moss, wet. It's like bone dry, wet. Bone dry, wet. Exactly how I left this. My bag in there. That shelter, nice bone dry. You can see the wet line. Awesome. Even where I've put this moss on here, you can see it's a bit wet on the outside and dry on there, but that's all soaking. Same with this, you can see the dry line in there where I've started to moss this one and it's protected. This is the one I want to sleep in tonight, hopefully, with some modifications, I think. But first things first, I'm going to get my fire pit rolling. As you can see, I've had my saw out, bits of wood everywhere. Been just kind of sawing all the ribs off this, just the top bits, just so that nothing sticks. Oh god, I missed two right there. Right there, I didn't see them. Oh, three right there. All right, I'm going back to it. That is definitely them all done now. All level. Time for the tarp, then the pine, then the moss. Now, even though this one is still waterproof and it's just got pine, moss and then debris on top, I thought, well, why not go the extra bit further and put all my old tarps to use. So I've got an old one that'll go over this completely, but it'll just look like a debris shelter from the outside with the little bit of extra protection on the inside. So yeah, let's see. Fire's been roaring for about 30 minutes now. Half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. No concept of time when I'm just building shelters. I have got some epic changes made to that new shelter. Also, I've logged the back. I'll show you that in a second. Here you go. As you go inside, I've decided to lower the door frame down to here because the dry mark was here. So I want to take it from there all the way down to here, so I get more dry space inside. Took out the long log bed. I've logged the back wall. It's tarped, it's pined. I'm just going to start mossing it shortly after I've had a little chocolate and going to get some coffee on, I think. Logs on each side. just for the crack, because I can. Yeah, it's looking awesome, I love it. And the entire front end's going to be natural, so it's just the back area. This is awesome. I've still got all my kit and everything in here. It's pretty much where I'm working from. Fire's burnt down. Ah, you can't really see that good. I've mossed the entire front of my shelter for tonight. And I have my bed inside. The log back. Looks totally epic. Chuffed to bits with it. First aid kit hanging in the ceiling. Love it. Can't wait till the morning so I can show you better. Still working away. I'm going to get something to eat shortly. Some burgers there. I have venison burgers. Epic. Can't wait for these because I'm starving. I'm still deciding what to cut and making that big gap I've got on the side there. I'm still debating it. We'll see. Just keep on moving these around. Got my rolls toasting on here nicely. I think I'll burn that one. It's like I'm scraping the toast. And there's my venison burgers. Result, I'm sitting chill for 5. See, that's my breath. That's how cold it is. I'm snug in my little shelter. Awesome. This is the half mossed, half tarp one. Just to kind of save the moss for the bigger shelters. I.e. the TP next door, and I'll probably still moss this on top of it just to make it a long-term usable shelter. I've got a cup of, just brought hot water with us to bed, so I'm going to have a coffee before I go to sleep. That's where I slept last night. I'm just going to moss the back end today. I think that's definitely a do, just to stop it rattling around, because the wind will going to grab that tarp. Fire's going. Again, just a few small twigs. The ash last night was still hot. I do love my little TP stroke A-frame. See, the front looks like a TP perfectly, but then inside it's an A-frame. Love it. Started putting up a little divider windbreak there too between the two shoulders, because that seems to be a wind tunnel. Also, I'm going to make sure I get a good bit of this moss today. So yeah. Progress is, I've started mossing this back bit here of this shelter. I've also mossed all this of this shelter. So the entire front of that teepee is almost mossed. Just that little top bit to do. Got my ladders there. Need to cut that there because that's the backbone of the lean-to that's on the A-frame that's on the back of that. So I don't want water hitting it and running down. So cut that off when I find my saw, because I put it down last night and I have not seen it since. Happens a lot to me. So here, my little makeshift kitchen area. I'm going to start getting breakfast on the go because I'm arriving now. It's still quite early morning, so I have breakfast before 12. Yeah, I'm proper making ends with. Got a lot of this done. Done a lot more pining on the inside so that my web is a lot thicker to hold the moss. Also added a bit more to that, and dragging in wood for, I still haven't decided what I'm building here, but I'm dragging in wood and beams for it anyway. But I just pile them there, then I can decide depending. Still a load of moss over there, like it's layered, so once you ruffle it up it becomes a lot more than it actually is, which is good. Loving it. Also, I've saved this pine. There's a pine tree around here. It was on its side, and I thought if I could wedge it back up and pack in the ground. That's what I've been doing for the last hour. That tree there, it doesn't look much, but I think if it takes back to the ground again, it's still alive, and it was just on its side. So I'm putting this wedge because that's the way the wind's blowing it. So yeah, that'll. Once it takes to the ground a little bit, if it doesn't, then it's firewood. Fixed the kink in my axe too. Got that out Thursday night. Getting a bit more of this moss too. More pine on it also. So yeah, breakfast. That's grass right there. Burning grass. Yeah, the grill's on now. It's for my bacon. Streaky bacon. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I love streaky bacon. My kippers are in there, buried in the ash. You can probably hear them. Streaky bacon is a go. I love that, it's so tidy. I'm drying that log out for later tonight. Might be able to split it even though it's at an angle, I'll just do it sideways. Bacon's almost done too. Just toasting my rolls off. My second batch of bacon's on. I've also just hired that log on now too. Just to hold my grill pretty much. Just toasting off my second roll. Not be long. I'm going to make it and then wrap it up and have it as a snack later on. Get back to work, do some more mossing. Keep on having mad heavy downpours. I'm just mossing this side of the shelter now, as you can see, almost to the top there. It's awesome. Need to get some decent firewood. Hey, still mossing. I've got all the back done now almost. It's going to look sweet that when it's finished. Just pure moss pile and you're not even going to know it's got a tarp lined. So as you can see, it's starting to look a lot darker in there. I've just got basically one more load of moss for this little top ridge line here, and then maybe 2 loads here. Awesome. Did a bit more work on my wall. Haven't used moss on that. I've just basically put loads of wood this way, and then on each gap I've put another bit of wood so it kind of seals it up, and then I've put pine boughs, or even then you wouldn't need to do that if you put enough wood on it. Awesome, I love this. Put my zebra can on for coffee. Look at that. This entire side is finished moss now. There's a little patch on the other. Awesome. This looks like a moss hill. You can see just a little patch on here. Awesome. Oh, I'll put it up there. Oh. Another one of them random showers again. Just made a coffee. Finished. That one's done. The entire front of that one's done. The wall's done. Put a plenty of pine on the other side of it. This one I left a little gap up here, just so it shows the skylight. Awesome. Used my tinfoil blanket, put it in the back of that teepee, spread it out once I've mossed it, so it'll reflect heat back into the teepee from the back end. Looking good. Looking good. Still not decided what I'm building there yet. The shelter is awesome. Still can't find my saw to cut that notch off the top. I'm just gonna have to chance it. So I've got the ladders on this one now. I'm gonna carry on working on the front of that. But I think I might build a corner lean-to there, and then that leaves, like, take it to here. That there to here, and then I don't know. Now I say it out loud, it doesn't sound sounds a bit shit. See, I wanted some sort of rack, you know, like a rack shelter, like there, like a square here coming from this teepee down to there, with like either a bed on the bottom and then 2 racks on the top, and then a sloping ceiling with moss on it, and then a wood back. That's sort of what I wanted, but I don't know. But then I can leave that space open for quite a large teepee, because that's a good area. That if I take the rack to here, that's enough for a bed and everything. Just thinking out loud. So much for the stormer. Little bit windy, just random showers, but nothing serious. Managed to accomplish a lot too. Chuffed to bits with my new shelter. This is my 4th chocolate eclair. Oh yeah. Taking a quick seat out the rain for a minute. It seems to be coming in sideways right into my shelter. This one anyway. If I shift to this one, I'm good. Yeah. I'm actually in my moss shelter now. Nice and dry. Not bad, no. Little want. So that's my one. Next to my one, I'm just playing. I don't know if I'm leaving that up yet. I haven't decided yet. I'm still I think I might just put another, because there's still a big space in there to put a bigger shelter. So I might just build this one here as another sleeping area, as in a choice, but make it like this one, you know, like TP style on the front, instead of a curved one. Could be a straight one. We'll see. Just put my grill on for lunch. I'm gonna have some pork chops and some spaghetti carbonara. Pork chops on the go. Nice. There we go. And for dessert, I have strawberry trifle. Just out for a wander, and there is serious birch roots sproutage. Look at all them. They'll have to be trimmed back at some point. Someone will have to do that. Thin them out. Each stump's going to grow a million. Absolutely love these lighter nights, sorry, lighter nights. Awesome. I'm just out enjoying the sun rays on my face. Part of the woodland, that's the last part of the woodland that's just been felled pretty much recently. All the wood's still here, hasn't been carted out yet. I'm just having a little wander around, stretch my legs. Just been looking at these here. Got me some nice bits for the fire, some wedges. Thought I'd take my time while I'm here and just get some nice birch bark. It doesn't matter how deep I take it, it's all dry tinder because they're being logged anyways. That's how you do it. Little squares everywhere. I wonder what the hell's going on. There's a nice bit on there too. Nice little haul of birch bark I got. Just leave the bag open and let it dry out at home on top of my heater. Got this full pit burning now, nicely. I'm just taking a load off and chilling for 5. My holy boots. Look at that sunset. Fantastic. A-frame. That's starting to get pined in bits. Looking quite cool. Need more ribs on this side. On the other side really. That's it, pretty much pitch black now. I'm gonna get tea on shortly. But first I think I'm gonna do a little bit of mossing on this new shelter I've just built. Yeah, it's just in the last like 2 hours it's took shape, so yeah, I need to moss the front of it now to make myself feel happy. So there's my shelter, as you see, completely flawless. And here's a new one I built right next to it. I've already started mossing the front end of it, like to there. Sort of mossed her. That's another long one that looks like a teepee on the front. There's the back end there, you can see. I love it. Some nice logs on that fire. Got a nice joint of beef. I'm just gonna wrap that bad boy in tin foil and chuck it in the hot ashes of the fire. That's the beef in there. My carrots and potatoes are in the same pan, they're boiling there. My beef is almost done, just checked it. I've got my gravy in there, and that's my jam roly-poly pudding. And I've got custard yet to put on, and Yorkshire puddings yet to put on. I'm just going to grill the Yorkshire puddings until they're nice and crispy. Yorkshire puddings are on. Everything else is starting to get plated up over there. The beef is amazing. Got the old custard on. Jam roly-poly is there. That's nice and hot. And that's my jam roly-poly pudding and custard. All done. Just going to chill right next to my amazing fire and eat my dessert. I'm lying in my bed and I can still feel the heat from the fire. Another brilliant day. That beef was amazing. Just dissolved in your mouth. Yorkshire puddings were good too. I love Yorkshire puddings. I'm going to get some shut eye now and we'll catch you all in the morning. Well, fire's on the go. Slept like a log again. My new shelter that I built last night in the dark looks epic. Well, mossed the front of it in the dark and pined it all and everything. That looks pretty smart. I love this little shelter, we'll be using it again. Got like a bed over there too. I'll rotate between them all. I have next door to me, I have this shelter here. That I built last night. Put another dividing wall like that one in. Looks awesome. Coffee time, I think. I'm all totally packed up now. My bed's just getting left there because that lives here. Nice shelter. Definitely the comfiest one I've had yet. That's going to be a beauty when it's properly finished. And so is this one here. Dumped a lot of water on my fire. The chair stayed here in that ground sheet. Been using as mossing. Shh, don't tell Gary. Yeah, result. My bottles have come with us. Awesome.